Hey skiers, it's Bob with SkiEssentials.com. Welcome to our 2024 ski test. We got a new one for you today. This is the Line Chronic 94. This ski basically replaces the Chronic that we've seen for a few years now. That one was at a 95 underfoot. They kind of split up the Chronic series, give this one a little bit more of a closer personality to the outgoing model, and then we get a new 101 as well, which kind of takes this twin tip into the more free ride realm. And Line just does a great job at building more creative and unique skis that kind of hit a different level of skier and a different application. They're all about being creative in the ski building process, and it really shines through in a new model like this, where they're kind of taking a lot of different attributes from previous skis and putting them into a new model to create something totally different. So really fun, kind of that more directional, all mountain, free ride, twin tip ski, a lot of different categories there. It does blur a lot of these lines. But for a mid-90s twin tip, it does have a nice mix of both park freestyle use as well as all mountain acumen. So really good job by Line at kind of creating a mix of these things and kind of bringing this modern shape into the forefront. We are built with that aspen wood core, which has a good blend of lightweight and high energy. You know, it's not terribly damp or stable at speed, but you know, that's not really what this ski is all about. It's more about, you know, a little bit more precision at moderate speeds, more playfulness, some good grip underfoot. Kind of the big thing that they do with this ski is they blend thick and thin, and Line does that with a bunch of their different skis, but it's really apparent in this new Chronic. Very thick core underfoot, and that tapers to a thinner cap style build in the tips and the tails. They even go so far as to really thin it. They make this thin tip construction here. Basically the core ends and then it goes right to top sheet material and base. So there's around both tips and tails, there's this very thin structure around it, and that really leads to a lighter swing weight, that more energetic feel, and also just kind of keeps the core a little bit protected. So thicker underfoot, narrower, thinner in the tips and tails, and then we get a thicker edge and a thicker base as well. So those materials really go a long way in making the ski a little bit more stout and stable. On the scale here, this is the 178 on the scale at 1,805 grams. So not feather light, but also still under 2,000 grams. So we're getting a good mix of stability and light swing weight in this ski. Most of the mass is underfoot, so you're getting that nice grip under there while keeping the ends pretty maneuverable. And it shows in the flex too. You know, anytime that you're really thinning that shovel, you can see a big difference in where the ski is at its most flexible. So nice and poppy at the very ends. And then as you get to the middle, it just gets a little bit thicker and stiffer, which is great for kind of that more high performance all mountain riding. And then we get a nice blend of rocker and camber in this ski. Pretty dramatic splay in the tail, you know, some nice positive camber underfoot here, nothing crazy, and then a pretty long rocker. The rocker starts just a bit before where the sidewall ends, so that's giving the ski just a tad more playfulness in the shovel. And then taper, it is pretty dramatic, widest part of the ski pulled down to about here, right about that same place where the rocker and the sidewall meet. So you are getting that nice smooth early taper that leads to good initiation, just a pleasant snow feel overall. You know, when you get into softer snow, the ski feels like it wants to pull you into the turn because of that flex. So when you push the front of the ski, it's going to bend, that's going to activate the side cut, and it's going to get you going through the turn. And then the tail's just a bit more dramatic. It's almost that symmetrical rocker profile that gives the ski its freestyle heritage. You know, that rocker starts right above where that camber ends, very similar to what we see in the tip with that early taper here, nice smooth lines. That's going to give you good playfulness out of the turn when combined with that more flexible nature you can really get this thing to be a playful and creative ski, no matter where you go, whether you're in the park or in an all-mountain format. So great ski, super useful, mid-90s twin tip, nothing wrong with that. The people at Line do a great job kind of building this freestyle characteristic into the more directional shape. So awesome new ski from Line. Make sure you check out this new Chronic 94 here at skiessentials.com, and we'll see you out there on the hill. Bye.